The new Minister of Labour and Employment, Simon Baku Lalong, says the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, through the Ministry of Labour, will work closely with the NLC, TUC, and their affiliates to ensure that all pending industrial disputes, like the new minimum wage and other palliatives arising from the removal of fuel subsidy, are settled amicably. Clearview News' Imefunokon was there and now tells us more.
On his first day in office, the Minister of Labour and Employment, Simon Lalong, said his administration will collaborate with the private sector, development partners, international agencies, NGOs, among other stakeholders to ensure that unemployment and underemployment are reduced to the barest minimum in line with Tinubu's mandates for Nigerians.
Mandated by Mr. President to ensure that Nigerians get decent employment and are adequately remunerated for their labor, both in public and private sectors. We shall not spare any effort to protect the Nigerian worker and guarantee his dignity at all times. This administration will therefore escalate the relations with the private sector, development partners, international agencies, NGOs, among others, to make sure that unemployment and underemployment is reduced to barest minimum according to the plan of the Tinubu administration.
Speaking on his antecedent as Plateau State Governor, Lalong said he will use his position to change the narrative in the ministry.
By God's grace, I was able to settle everything in Plateau State. And here again, I will say I've not read this, but I hope, let me use God again. Yes. By God's grace, this ministry will be the outshining ministry.
Similarly, the Minister of State, Labour and Employment, Nkiruka Onyenyacha, pledged our readiness to work closely with Lalong to ensure that teeming unemployed youth are taken off the streets.
I believe I will support all of us, including our minister that is our leader in all aspects, to make sure that there must be a change. If we come here and we do not make changes, it's not going to be one change, it has to be changes. Because as our youths are in the streets and in the forest, they are looking up onto a ministry like Ministry of Labor and Employment. Of course, we promise Nigerians that the youth will be taken out of the streets. Also, we must think outside the box.
The ministers therefore promised to do everything within their power to give their best in assisting the president fulfill his renewed hope agenda for a better Nigeria. Imefonokun reporting for Clearview News.